What's poppin', everybody? It's a Sable54 on the Whimsy G Players channel. Today I'm gonna do a set review for the upcoming One Piece TCG set, Kingdoms of Intrigue. And from here on out, I'm gonna do my best to review every One Piece set that's gonna be coming out. It would have been nice if we had these scans on our website, Alpha Trading Card Games, but we can do a good job, I guess, on the official One Piece site too. So this is going to be hella long in all probability, so I'm not going to waste any more time. We got the top pull rates that you can get, these reprint alternate art cards, super rare, unique artwork. You got Trafalgar Law, you got this fine hoe right here, Boa Hancock, fantastic artwork. I bet this is going to be expensive as all hell. And Whitebeard, so obviously this guy is very old, in his 70s, but I don't know, this sort of artwork, the sort of style they decided to go with, it does make him a bit weird. It almost makes him like a zombie or something, I don't know. But anyway, probably going to be very expensive too. You got this guy too. I don't actually know his card, but I'm guessing it's a reprint. OP2 it says. And then this guy too, pain in the ass, Sakaizuki reprint as well. So these are going to be the top pull rates, unique artworks, and yeah, reprints. But we got original cards, of course, too. This set is going to focus around a lot of Alabasta stuff. You got Vivi as a leader here, and you got her alternate art, more expensive version. All right. So this is a leader that cannot attack. Is one of those 5,000. And it's blue and red, the cards that it's going to allow you to use. So you get that double color already. And once per turn, you may rest a specified number of dawn cards, 2 in this case. Draw 1 card, and up to one of your characters gains rush. So for, speedy, killing your opponent, rush style, you basically got the red decks and Zoro pretty much. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be better than Zoro. Zoro is just very simple, but it's just very, very effective. And it's a character that can attack too. This is obviously going to give you the dual color. You can use blue and red. Now, there are a lot of good blue cards too, of course. But I guess I'll have to see what all the Alabasta cards here do. But I mean, it's a good effect. It gives you a card, you draw 1, so that's a good plus. And then one of your characters gains rush. So the idea is you're gonna play something down that doesn't have rush, and then you're gonna give it rush with this effect. That's the point. So I think it's solid leader. The effect is good. All right. Next we got Igarum, the trusty assistant of Vivi. So it's a 2 cost, has a counter 1,000, 3,000 attack. Activate main. You may rest this character and give your active leader minus 5,000 during this turn. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal 1 Alabasta card, and then put the rest of the shit at the bottom in any order. So standard searcher. Now you have to rest this card, which it's kind of standard. Other searchers do that, but you give your leader minus 5,000 too. Now I suppose the idea is that it's only going to work with leaders that don't attack, because if you do this on one of your leaders that can attack, you sort of negate his attack. But because Vivi can attack, that's why it doesn't matter. So it's almost like it's a free search in the Alabasta deck. So I suppose, yeah. But then at least the red decks don't get another searcher, like the typical red decks with Zoro and shit. Okay, so this is going to be your searcher in the Alabasta deck, plus in that 3,000 attack, for 2. It's decent as well. I mean, you put 2 down cards, it's 5k, he can attack, so it's not too useless. Like some other searchers that got like 0 attack and shit. It's got a counter effect too. I mean, he's a searcher, so I think it's pretty good. Artwork is kind of, a bit too crazy, but I guess he's shooting from the hair, that shit. Okay, he's doing shit there. All right, next up we got Usopp, Alabasta, and Straw Hat, 4 or 5,000. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 power or less. Now this is on KO, so it's the kind of effect where your opponent can sort of play around the Sangan type effects. So all they gotta do is just not kill this dude by battle, or just kill him, what I'm trying to say. And they don't get the plus, or you can make sure to kill him when you've got characters that are higher than 5k. So could be good, but on KO, I mean on play is better because you've got more control of the effect. You can actually use it when you play down the card. Okay. Then we got Karu, good old duck. So you may rest this character, give up to one rested done card to each of your Alabasta type characters. Damn. It's kind of busted. I mean, so to get the most out of this, you're going to need a bunch of characters. But I mean, even if you can do this for just 2, it's pretty nice. So you rest the dude, and then you give 1 rested done card to each of your Alabasta characters. So if you do this for 2 characters, they get 1,000 each. Okay. Not exactly the type of card that I would want to use, but I mean, it only costs 1 to play, 2k, and it is a counter as well. Got the Kung Fu Jugon. Yeah, wait, wasn't it Kung Fu Dugong, Jugon? Anyway, maybe I'm forgetting. So one cost 1,000, so kind of a weakling, but I mean, it was a Pokemon that was in a big group. If you have Kung Fu Jugong other than this character gains blocker. So I guess there's going to be other ones, and if you have others, this dude is going to get blocker. It's okay, I guess, for just 1, and it has a counter too. It's not like Trafalgar Law from the Crocodile starter deck, where it doesn't do shit and is weak. It's just a blocker 1,000. It needed to have like a counter effect too. Okay, it's an Alabasta card. Then we got Koza, Forgotten Dude. Guess he didn't become Vivi's dude in the end. You couldn't make her your woman. So it has a plus 2,000 counter. So that's strong. He's 3 and 3,000. Okay. And then you may give one of your active leaders minus 5,000. So once again, made to work with the Vivi. And this character gains plus 2,000 until the end of your next turn. So I get what this card is about. I mean, it basically becomes a 5/3 like the vanillas, but it's going to remain 5 until the start of your next turn. So I guess you can use it on your turn to attack, and it's going to remain during your opponent's turn. But I mean, it's like they could have just made it a vanilla. I mean, it has the counter plus 2,000, which is stronger than counter plus 1,000. So I can sort of see the point. And the drawback really doesn't matter on Vivi. But I guess, okay, the thing is that if you're going to do this, it means that you can't use this and use Igaram the Searcher on the same turn, because you do get that minus 5,000s. So you know what? I don't think this card is that good, because, I mean, it depends, but I mean, if you're gonna have multiple dudes, like if you were gonna play Igaram down, you're trying to get a search, then it means that if you got this dude, you can't give minus 5,000 attack. So I don't think this card is gonna be very good. This card outclasses it, basically. That's why. So we got Sanji then. I really like this card. Glad it's finally coming out. It's a 1/3k, you know, standard red, but it's Sanji, you know, with his old school sort of a black suit in the Alabasta when he was fighting Bon Clay. Alright, and nothing to him. I mean, he's a plain card, standard. Then we got Chaka, 5k. So if your leader is Nefertari Vivi, so they do specify this time, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000. Damn, just checking if I was recording. Okay. And 3,000 during this turn. and then you KO one of your opponent's characters with 0 power or less. So, I mean, it almost seems like one of those, you know, yellow Digimon that decrease DP, and then if it goes to 0, you delete, that sort of thing. He's pretty good, though, because he's 3-5k. He doesn't have the counter, so I guess you gain this effect, you gotta put it on. So I think it's gonna be one of those good offensive cards in the Alabasta deck. I mean, even if you don't get, you know, the KO with the effect, just giving one of your opponent's characters minus 3000 is pretty good. It basically is gonna let you kill bigger guys easily, and it's kind of busted, actually. So this makes him a good card. Then we got the Super Spot Build Duck Troops. I feel like they changed the name. It's like the names in the animes and stuff were different. Wasn't it the Supersonic Duck Squad, even in the Funimation dub? Anyway. So 2-3k is a counter for 2000, and then you may give your active leader minus 5000, return this character to the owner's hand at the end of the turn. What? So I guess what you're gonna do with this, you're gonna get the attack off, and then put this dude back in hand so that you can use the counter effect. I mean, I don't like it getting that sort of minus if I'm gonna play the cost to play the cards down. Yeah, so I'm not digging this card too much. Okay. Got Tony Chopper, one of his first major fights. So on play up to one animal type character with 3000 power or less from your hand. So this isn't really specific to Alabasta cards. It just has to be an animal. But he is an Alabasta card, Straw Hat Crew, and animal. You know, 3-4,000, that's good enough for the effect, I guess. And it's got a counter effect too, so good card. Yeah, I guess if you use this with other animals, you get that sort of double summon. Could be good. Then we got a fine hoe spotted, Miss Nami. Man, these sort of... Anyway, I don't know why they keep the sample shit forever on this site. Sort of blocking the artwork. Anyway, so 3k, 2000, standard counter 1000. When attacking, reveal one card from the top of your deck. If the revealed card is a character with 6 power or more, this character gains 3k. Then place the revealed card at the bottom of the deck. So this is sort of a gambler's card. I mean, if you do get the plus, you're 6k for 2, and that's stronger than usual. But I'm not a big fan of this card too, effect-wise. Artwork-wise, it's Nami and she's hot with that dancer outfit. Unfortunately, the sample is blocking her tits. Anyway, yeah, I don't see this card unless you've got cards that are gonna let you stack your deck, or you know you're running a lot of cards with a lot of power. But I mean, you want to have a blend in your deck. You're not just gonna put this card in and then all the other cards be 6k or more. So yeah, the reveal effect, I'm not digging it too much, because you gamble basically. But whatever, we'll see. I mean, it's a counter, so I guess if you... yeah, I don't think it's that good, to me at least. Okay, we got Cobra 2. This guy was just such a useless leader in the whole arc. And then the character's like, oh man, this dude is so wise. No, he basically did a bunch of dumb shit. But anyway, so Nefertari Cobra, 0 attack, and it costs 2. So all of your Alabasta type characters other than this character gain 1000 power. So this is only on your turn, but you don't gotta rest him, you don't gotta do shit. It just play him, and it's gonna give you that sort of field spell bonus on all your guys. So that's not too bad. I mean, if you get him out, he's a 2, and you have a bunch of characters. Obviously, the more characters you have, the more you're gonna reap his benefit. The problem is because he has 0 attack, it's not only he can't attack, there's a lot of cards that kill small characters easily. So he's gonna die easy to effects and shit. So it makes me a bit iffy to use him, but it has its use. Alright, and then we got Pell. This guy was cool. So 5,000-6,000, no counter effect. But Dawn, when attacking, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 4,000 power or less. So this is kind of similar to this dude. I mean, you don't give minus, you KO. This guy is 3-5. This dude is 5-6. Damn. I gotta be honest, I think Chaka is better. He's just better. I mean, this guy gives minus 3,000, so he can kill characters, and I mean, if your opponent has a dude with 0, I mean, you get a kill too. So potentially what you can do with this card is get a minus on a card and then KO a card too that has 0, or just weaken a card and run it over. This dude, you just kill something with 4,000 power or less. So it's a bit more range, but you can't decrease the attack of stronger creatures. You have to get a KO. So it's not too bad, but I think Chaka is better. I mean, this card is just so... It's cooler though. I mean, yeah, artwork wise, I dig this card a lot more. But the effect, I mean, I guess, yeah, if they made it 5k, it was going to be busted as all fuck. So I guess they couldn't do that. Anyway, it's still a solid card. And then he gets his special alternate R2 here. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, there's this Luffy that I've been waiting for. It's 8, 9k, and it just has banish, but this is a very good effect, obviously. So when you kill, or no, not when you kill, when this card deals damage, so essentially when you attack life, the target card is trashed and it doesn't get the trigger. So it's just something, you know that you're safe, you're not gonna trigger some bullshit broken stuff. So it's good. I like it. Alright. This is when he was fighting Crocodile. Yeah, in the underground temple. Cool shit. I mean, I've got more to say than that, but let's just leave it there. And then we got Roronoa Zoro. This is when he makes his attack to kill, right, to beat Mr. 1. So 5, 6k on play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 during this turn. So basically, as opposed to being, 5, 7 vanilla, it's going to give one of your opponent's characters that minus 2,000, but then through the remainder of the game he's a weaker dude. So I'm not the biggest fan, but that's his use. And he has a counter effect too. Standard. Alright, we got Bad Manners Kick Course. Sanji card. So counter, you may trash one card in your hand up to one of your leader or characters gains 3,000 power during this battle. So this is similar to, or exactly the same as Gum Gum Storm, I think. One of the Luffy cards that was pretty similar. And then the trigger, give up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters minus 3,000 during this turn. So I guess if you want to dump some stuff, you can do some combos, then this might not be too bad because it's free. It's a free counter basically. Okay. And then we got Happiness Punch. This is once again official shit from the manga and anime. Nami did that slutty shit. So give up to one of your opponent's leader or characters minus 2,000 during this turn. Then if your leader is active, give up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards minus 1,000 power during this turn. So you have to do it, well, I mean, so I guess, yeah, it's one of those things where it's going to work with Vivi because she doesn't attack, or other leaders that don't attack. It's okay. We got other similar cards. Because it says it gives minus. Anyway, I'm getting things confused, but whatever. I mean, it's kind of a typical card, counter card. Okay. Then we got Enchanting Vertigo Dance. So once again, this is kind of a weird name. I don't remember this name. She called it Perfume Dance in the anime. Anyway, I mean, okay. So if your leader has Alabasta type, give up to 2 of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 during this turn. So it's total 4,000 for 3. And it's not a counter, it's a main. The trigger, you activate the main effect. That's actually not too bad. But it's going to work out if your opponent has a couple of characters, so you get the maximum plus. If they only got one dude, or just another dude that's not going to attack or already attacked, then it's kind of shitty. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a bit situational too. We got some better red spells. Alright, next up we got another Doflamingo leader. What the fuck are you doing here? So, is 4 life, 5k attack, and end of your turn, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active. So what this means basically is that you can play your stuff, you use up your Dawns, and then at the end of your turn you're gonna rest, or you're gonna make your Dawns active so you can use counter cards that you otherwise wouldn't be able to use. So it's a good effect. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the leaders with 4 life because you get that disadvantage, but I mean, this is a pretty strong effect. Plus, dual type, you can use purple and green, that's the point. So, yeah, it's for more the advanced players, I guess, that really want to utilize 2 colors together. I don't know, I think that as more cards come out and we're going to have more variety, like when this set comes out, you know, the dual color leaders are going to lose edge unless they make them more broken. So we'll see. So that's Flamingo. He gets this nice alternate art too, with all the other dudes from his crew. Okay. Got Isho, same thing. Dual color, less life. So Dawn, 1, your turn, give all of your opponent's characters minus 1 cost. So with black, they decrease your costs, and then they got other dudes that kill dudes with low costs. It's some busted stuff. So this guy does that. And damn, I mean, you just gotta give him a Dawn. That's strong. And then end of your turn, you may rest the specified Dawn cards. 1. Set up to 1 of your characters with a cost of 5 or less active. Shit. Man, that's busted. So basically what this guy is gonna do, you pay the 1 Dawn, and you can attack with a blocker and then make him active. So I think that's too good. It's too good, man. Better than Flamingo. Damn. Yeah, I think this guy is strong. I'm trying to think some of the stuff you can do, but anyway, let's just move on. He gets this artwork too here, with Sakazuki being pissed at him. He was a pretty cool character from the Dressrosa arc. Then we got my hoe, Viola. What I think Viola is her real name, and Violet was when she was in Don Flamingo's crew. But anyway, so she's 3,000. That's not so great. Hope she has a good effect. But she's a 2,000 counter. And then on your opponent's attack, you may rest a specified number of Dawn cards. Rest up to one of your opponent's Dawn cards. So when your opponent attacks... Damn, that's not a good effect at all. So, okay, this isn't a good effect because if I see my opponent is using this card, has it on the field, then I'm going to make sure I get my summons, I use up my Dawns, and when I attack, she can't really just do shit. And, I mean, the cost is kind of big too, you rest too. It should have been, what it should have been was during your opponent's turn you can do this, like at the start or some shit, so that you can minimize their Dawn. You pay more obviously, but something like that. I mean, maybe I'm missing something because rest up to one of your opponent's Dawn cards on your opponent's attack. I mean, if I attach them to the dudes to attack, I mean, I still get the bonus, right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out with the rulings and shit. But obviously, this artwork is cool. Is when she's dancing in the plaza and Sanji just goes nuts with her sexy dress. I mean, at the end of the day, it might still be a nice card for green because of that plus 2,000. And I like to have plus 2,000 counters. Who doesn't? So who knows, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see this as a very good effect. Your opponent can just play around it. Plus it's a big cost for you as well. Alright, we got this dude. You guys remember, this is like one of the only few characters that actually died. Or at least he should have died the way Oda made it. They just throw him in the sea and they don't give a fuck. And then other times... they give a fuck when motherfuckers die. It just didn't make sense to me. But anyway, so the Eric dude. And he's only one cost 2,000. And then you may rest this character, rest up to one of your opponent's character with a cost of 1 or less. Very specific, but I mean, I guess it's a cheap ass dude as well. That's it, whatever. And then Kuro, weird seeing this guy too, but... his 6-8k standard, you know, green normal. Pretty strong considering this guy's Kuro. But anyway, you've got weird shit like having Kuma with 3k and whatever. So I mean, I wish they were more accurate with the attacks based on the characters because... I mean, yeah, so far they haven't given us like a Whitebeard with 2,000 attack. That'd be insane. But then you got some characters like this guy, 8k, like he was this strong from the East Blue. I mean, I like Kuro, but he wasn't that strong, obviously. And then you got other like weird dudes. You got Jinbei with like 3k. Whatever. I mean, it ain't like with Digimon, where, you know, the Digimon, it reflects their level, their attack and stats sort of reflect their level. So World Greymon isn't going to be a weakling. But I guess it's different with One Piece. Alright, that's it for this dude. Then we got Sugar being a bitch. So when your opponent plays, during your opponent's turn, once per turn, when your opponent plays a character, if your leader is Don Quixote Pirates, rest up to one of your opponent's character, then rest this character. So it sort of stops a summon in its tracks. Then you gotta rest the bitch. She's 0 though, so she dies easy. And then on play, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. God damn. She's actually got some broken effects. and then your opponent is gonna have to kill her. Otherwise, as long as she's alive, she's gonna be getting the first effect every turn. Rest up to 1. Yeah. So it looks like this is gonna be an annoying card. Both effects are strong. She's 0 attack and cost 2. So I guess it's fair enough. She's a counter 2 though. Plus the artwork is kind of nice here, the background, I like it. So I think she's going to be a good green card. And then this is where she goes mad. Yeah, I don't dig this too much. This one is better, surprise, surprise. Anyway, then you got this crazy, ugly bitch, Gyola. So, 4/4 on your opponent's attack. You may rest a specified number of Dawn in the area. Rest up to one of your opponent's character with 4 cost or less. On your opponent's attack. So this is similar to Viola, but better, because it's actually going to stop your opponent from doing shit. Like rest up a character that hasn't attacked. So I wish they gave this effect to Viola. It would have been better. But anyway, like I said, maybe I'm missing something. You got Senor Pink. This guy was definitely cool. You know it. So you may, when attacking, you may rest. Once again, specify Dawn. If your leader has, he's Don Flamingo. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost or less. Then set up one of your Dawn cards as active at the end of this turn. God damn. So this guy is kind of good. I mean, he's 3/5k. Doesn't have a counter effect. But that doesn't matter if you know how to build your deck. This rest up to... Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. He's gonna tap a card, 4 or less, and then the Dawn card that you basically was gonna tap, you make it active again, and it basically synergizes with Don Flamingo, the leader in the set. So your Dawns become active again, so you can use effects and shit with the cards and use counter spells. Yeah. Then we got Daddy Masterson. You guys remember this dude? Yeah, anyway. So, Dawn 1 at the end of your turn, set this character as active. It's kind of strong because, I mean, you pay an extra cost and he doesn't have a counter too, so they did try to balance him. But I mean, what it means is that this guy can attack and then it's going to unsuspend so your opponent can't kill him. And that's it. Alright. Then we got Diamante. This guy was a motherfucker. What he did. He's a blocker. If you have 2 or more active Dawn cards, set this character as active. Shit. So he can attack and then be ready to block again too. Busted stuff. And he has a counter effect too. Alright. He gets a special artwork. That's not too cool. And then this guy, he thought it was a smart ass. End of your turn, set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. Yeah, it's the thing with Doflamingo once again. And he has 1,000 less because he has this effect, I suppose. Okay, fine. I mean, in the end, I mean, it's like you can make him 5k and then you're going to get the Dawn back. But then it's going to be weak on your opponent's turn. Anyway, it's part of the combos. Okay. We got this Saka treble. A lot of plot holes with this guy, but anyway. On play, KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 5 or less. Shit. That is tough. That is a strong effect. Damn it, man. That's a pretty busted effect. Meanwhile, we got the bounce effects with the blue cards. On your opponent's attack, you may rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 4 or less. Yeah, it's on your opponent's attack, so once again, that's shit. But the first effect is busted. He's 6'6", though, I guess, so he's not that tough for the cost. Slimy shit, motherfucker. There we got Flamingo. 10 for 10, damn. Fitting, though. On play, up to a total of 3 of your opponent's rested leader and character cards will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. Holy fuck. This is some busted stuff. Okay, now, on the flip side, I like to kill my opponent's characters when they're rested and sort of control the game. So this basically makes it so that there's no point you killing their characters because it's going to be a waste. So that's the point. This is kind of, it reminds me of a bone one from Digimon. And this, not a bone one actually. Mega Gargomon, and there's Dino Rex. There's a couple of green Digimon cards that do this shit. You suspend your opponent's Digimon and then they can unsuspend, shit like that. So it's this sort of thing. Plus, you always guarantee the leader can attack. It's strong, I'm not gonna lie. 7 Warlords of the Sea and Don Quixote Pirates. So it's gonna be the boss character in that deck. You got this artwork as well, kind of slick, kind of slick. Then we got Baby 5, this bitch. So only 1, damn, 1,000. You may trash this character, set up to 2 of your dark cards as active. So you basically play her to die so you can get 2 dark cards back. I can sort of see the point. Somewhat, and plus she's a counter 2000. Yeah, I see the point in the strategy anyway. You got this dude, the sailor dude. That's what it reminds me of. So if your leader is the Flamingo, rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Then up to 1 of your dark cards active at the end of your turn. Okay. Standard stuff too. This guy, he thought he was cool. He shouldn't have beat Qian Zhao. Qian Zhao, was that his name? End of attack if you have 3 or more active down cards. Key up to 1 of your opponent's rested characters with cost 3 or less. Okay, whatever. Damn, I gotta take a break. Oh god. Spider web. So Don Flamingo attack, counter up to 1 of your leader or characters gains 4,000 during this battle. Then set up to 1 of your characters as active. Wow. So this basically, yes, synergizes with Flamingo, and you can make 1 of your blockers active, or to save 1 of your dudes. And then the trigger up to 1 of your leader gains 2,000. So this is pretty strong. You knew he wouldn't run. I don't remember this shit, but anyway. Oh yeah, I remember. It's the shit with Bellamy. Sort of setting isn't familiar though. Anyway. So good spell for Flamingo. I think that's going to be a really strong deck from the cards that I've looked at so far. We got Don't Kill the Family. I'm guessing this is going to be a searcher. Yeah, counter search card. Reveal up to 1. Okay, they made sure it's a counter so that I guess it wasn't going to be as broken. But it's pretty much a searcher in your opponent's turn. In these types of TCGs like DG, okay, I guess I'm not going to go into a whole nother topic, but let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of these types of search cards, but I'm sure people are going to use it. All right. Got another spell, Flapping Thread. Counter, if your leader has the Don't Kill the Pirates type, one of your leaders gains 2,000. KO up to one of your opponent's rest characters will cost 4 less. So good stuff. I mean, this is just much better. During this battle, so this is for the entire turn. Okay, I guess that's the difference. Anyway, then we got the weak do not have the right to choose how they die. I mean, it might be bad, but it's kind of true. So rest up to one of your opponent's leaders or character cards, and then KO to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 6 or less. So it almost acts like a killer card, and set up to 5 of your down cards as active. God damn, that's too much. I mean, it has a big play cost, but the effects are busted. It's a main and counter. Shit. Yeah, Flamingo is just busted, man. Okay, so we got Rebecca then as a leader. So similar to Vivi, cannot attack, dual color, but she has 5 life. So yeah, I guess, yeah, just like Vivi, my mistake. So you may rest the specified dawn. If you have 6 or less cards in hand, look at the top 2 cards from the top of your deck, reveal a Dressrosa and add it to your hand and trash the rest. So this is going to be a searcher every turn. I mean, Vivi lets you draw a card too. You trash the rest of the shit though. And that's it. We don't really get anything else. So I mean, yeah, what the fuck? Vivi, what the fuck did you do again? Yeah, she gives one dude rush too, which is just much better. She has a bigger cost though. Okay, so it's you pay 2. This bitch you pay 1. Okay, alright, I see how it is, but I still think Vivi's probably better. Because you actually get some strong stuff. I mean, I don't want to be trashing cards for no reason, but I'm guessing it must do something with her archetype. Anyway, so that's the alternate artwork. Once again, sexy shit, blocked by the sample. This guy's backstory, which is so... The Flamingo fucked this guy up in the worst way. What he did. I don't want to give spoilers, but... Man, Flamingo was just such a fucking villain. But he was cool. Okay, and then we got this guy too. Now, this guy definitely sucks. So, Queen... he's a leader, and if you have 4... If you have total of 4 or less cards in your life area, draw a card... Cost 8 or more, you may add... What? Oh, I see. So you can, if you have a big dude, you can add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life instead of drawing a card. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. And you only start with 4 life too. If you have a total of 4 or less cards in your life. So you can do this at the start, basically. At the start of the game. And you get to draw every turn too. So that's, yeah, it's kind of strong, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of strong. Because if you're gonna be drawing all the time, you're basically gonna grab cards that you can use as counters for your defense. And then when you get big dudes, you can just get free life every turn. So yeah, he's pretty tough too. So even though I don't like this guy because he sucks, this is pretty cool artwork. You got the other bosses too. From Kaido. Oh, Appies! What's up, bitch? I don't know what these cards are doing here. You had the other dude as well, Eric. But, okay. You may trash 2 cards from your hand, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal an East Blue type card added to your hand. Very specific shit, but I guess it's East Blue stuff. I don't like when they do this shit because, okay, East Blue, it's not really a group. To me, it's not like the Alabasta Kingdom or Doflamingo Pirates or shit like that. And they make it so like all of the East Blue characters are together. They did this in the other sets too. It's kind of shitty, but anyway. She's a counter 2, 0 attack, cost 1. She's basically gonna give you a search. And then you trash it from your hand too. That's ass. I guess the maybe it's for Nami, you trying to deck out and shit. I don't know. I don't see this as a very good card when other searchers search shit for free. Anyway, I got this dude as well. Up to one of your slash attribute characters gain plus 3,000 during this turn, then trash one card from the top of your deck. Yeah, it's Nami cards basically, for some reason. But yeah, I remember this guy, this sort of sword episode with Zoro. That was cool shit. And pretty much they never really went anywhere with the lore of the swords until the Wano arc, pretty much. Or actually, no. Shisui, he got that sword in the Gekko Moria arc. So, yeah, scratch that. Okay, so this is going to boost one of your dudes with slash. That's it. But it's kind of useless after that. Then we got this psycho bitch, ulti. So return up to 1 character with a cost of 2 or less to the owner's hand or the bottom of their deck. Well, obviously we're going to choose the bottom of the deck. But I suppose you can pick your own card too. I don't want to do that. But she's 3-4K. You know, it's a way to get rid of small shits easily without sort of attacking them. So I kind of like it because then you don't got to burn an attack on some of those weaker cards with busted effects that got like 0 attack and then they just sit there. And then you got to get rid of them. This is going to put them back in the deck. So I think that's good. Alright. And then we got Kaido. Man, I thought this card was already out. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, good thing I didn't use it when I was making decks on the simulator. So it comes in this set. So blue doesn't really have busted leaders, like busted characters, what I'm trying to say. You know, the big cost characters. Yellow has the big moms, they're broken. Red has Whitebeard and other broken dudes. Blue, we basically have Mihawk. And that's it. And it's not even that bad. You know, for 9 cost, he's only 9k. It's not that strong. So this dude is 10, 12,000, so much stronger. And his own play effect bounces cards, which is why I didn't prefer him over Mihawk, even though he wasn't even out. So you can return up to 1 character with a cost of 8 or less, and 1 character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand. So it's a double bounce. That's strong, but not as strong as putting the card in the deck. And yeah, I mean, 3 might not always be come up. The big cost, yeah. The 3 or less, maybe. I just don't like that they go in hand. I'd rather it was an effect that you go to the deck. But anyway, that's the dude. And he gets his alternate artwork here. Fucking up Luffy in the battle. Damn, I gotta hurry up. How many cards we got left? We got quite a few. Okay, so King, draw a card on play. Strong has a counter to. I mean, it's 7, 8. Shit. So basically, for 1 cost more, you draw a card. Yeah, it's strong stuff. Blue. Anyway, Queen. On play, if the leader has the Animal Kingdom Pirates, look at the top 7 cards. Play grounds or ice only and add them to your hand. So it's a searcher for specific shit. Whatever. And then there's the ice oni. So I remember, I think I read this card before. So basically, if your battle's a dude with cost 5 or less, you put the character at the bottom of its owner's deck, but I mean, this dude is going to die as well. 8k for 0, damn. So the idea is, I don't have a clue. Nobody's going to pay 8k to summon this guy for 0. With the cost of 5 or less, I mean, you can't even kill the biggest dudes. So there must be a way for you to play this dude for free or some shit. Anyway, we'll see. Return all cards in your hand to the deck and then shuffle your deck. So this is basically Magical Mallet, you could say, from Yu-Gi-Oh! Draw a card on KO. So, good effect. It's very similar to Miss Doublefinger, but unfortunately, it's that sort of floater effect your opponent can play around. And I don't like that shit. Anyway, got this dude. I think it's the dude that, yeah, they were gonna sell the gold for, and Nami was like, don't fuck with us. You may trash a card from your hand and rest this character to draw 1 card. Whatever. Who's who? Look at the top 5 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal Animal Kingdom Pirates. Oh, then who's who and add it to your hand. Then place the rest. Deck in any order. So, powerful stuff. 1 cost, 2k. Better searching effect than Kuma. I mean, dude, what the fuck? Anyway, he gets his alternate artwork too. And then Black Maria, this was one heck of a bitch too. I mean, I didn't like some of the bullshit with her fight with Robin, but I mean, there's a lot of modern One Piece shit that I don't like right now from the show. I mean, she was a cool character. I don't mean to say she wasn't cool. Anyway, you may rest, draw a card. It's a trigger, so that's good. Stats aren't, I mean, you may rest this specific, rest this, so basically you can't attack with her. So you just gotta use her to draw a card. And she just stays there. Maybe she's useful. I don't really dig her, but anyway. Page 1, this guy was cool as well. All of his interactions with his sister. So he's a tough dude, 4 for 6. And then when you activate an event to draw a card, then place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. So you don't really gain any plus. I guess you can get rid of the shit you don't need though and draw new shit. Doesn't have a counter to, I guess that's fair anyway. Roki, 5/7, Giant Animal Kingdom Pirates. Playgrounds, you may trash one ice penny from your hand. Place one character with a cost of 4 less at the bottom of its owner's deck. Play one ice penny from your trash. I guess this is the way to just play the dudes. And then you spin a card too, 4 or less. Main, that's okay. It's a pretty cheap spell. You get some busted stuff with it. Gum Gum Red Rock. Wasn't it Red Hawk? Is it some different shade? I don't understand some of the translations with these cards. It's like they change shit up. So it plays up to one character at the bottom, up to one character at the bottom of its owner's deck. Okay. So this is much better than the Sable's Crocodile card that just puts the shit in hand and has a condition. This is just anything. And that's what we want, you know? We want to gain a 1-for-1. We don't want a minus. They get the card back in hand and they can use it again. So it pisses me off because it makes a lot of those crocodile cards, you know, useless. You know, Sables, I think it was, or what was the name? Where you just bounce the cards in hand. Now, they did have cheaper costs, but still, you don't want to run shit like that, at least in my eyes. And then the trigger is slightly weaker, but that's to be expected. Okay, and then we got the Dragon, Twister, Demolition Breath. I think this was Zoro's move or some shit. So up to one of your leader characters gains plus 4,000, then place up to one character with a cost of 1 less. At the bottom of the deck. Okay, whatever. Counter card. My guy, Crocodile. So I don't think this artwork is very good, but this is Crocodile. And he's a double color leader too, like Flamingo, 4 life. So when a Dawn card on your field is returned to your Dawn deck, by your effect, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. So essentially, when you use your guys that return Dawns, you get it back. And I'm pretty sure his guys in his group are going to be doing that shit. So, from what I've seen from Don Flamingo, I don't think Crocodile is going to top him, sadly. I hope I'm proven wrong, because this guy is my favorite character. Spoiler alert. I just wish the blue Crocodile was better with the good artwork. We can use yellow and purple, though. Maybe that's something. Ah, damn. The artwork is blocked. But I mean, once again, it sort of mirrors Flamingo. I think that's kind of cool, this sort of style. Yeah, these guys are very similar villains. Like, if I would ever make like a top 10 One Piece villains, they'd be up there. You know, the only difference is, I guess I can't talk about that stuff. We'll be here all day. And then you got Iceberg too. So there's a character, not a leader. So you may return the specified number of Dawn cards, Dawn deck. If your leader has water 7, this dude gains blocker, but I mean, it's going to be 0. And if your opponent declares an attack, I mean, yeah, blocker. Yeah, I don't see myself wanting to use this card. How the fuck is this guy going to be weaker than Don Flamingo? Anyway. And I don't like the artwork either. God damn, man. What kind of artwork is this? Yeah, these guys aren't cool enough. Damn it. Flamingo looks better. I don't like this sort of art direction. But anyway, so on play, down -2. If your leader is, Crocodile, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. And then on your opponent's attack, -Dawn to draw 1 card and trash 1 card from your hand. Okay, that's it. So the first effect is good. The second effect is whatever. I guess I'll need to see more cards. But I really just dislike the artwork. That's the thing. This one is better, at least. This one is slightly better. I prefer this one. Okay, we got Tom. You may trash this character if your leader has water 7, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. So gain your mana. That's it. You're sort of gonna play him to get rid of him though. Damn. I guess the idea is you're gonna attack and then get rid of him. I don't like this card, sorry. Doesn't matter. Getting rid of field presence for these types of effects. And you got the Banana Gator, Banana Wani. Yeah, 5/7 standard. Frankie on your opponent's attack. Dawn -1. You may return the specified number of Dawn cards from your field. If your leader has water 7, gains 1,000 during this battle. I think I'm gonna have to take another sip of water. Holy shit. So basically you give something 1,000, that's it, and this guy's kind of weak. Good counter effect. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it almost seems like these cards are meant to work with Crocodile as leader, which is weird. Then we got our hoe, the old school Nico Robin. Man, she was just so much better. I mean, I don't want to go into a different. I know that it was like an error. They didn't mean to. What's the word in English? Make her skin to be not as white, more dark skinned, but then you get that sort of jump after the time skip. It's like a 180. She was just much better pre-time skip for me, her design. But yeah, I'm just an old school dude, maybe that's why. So 5 for 5,000, so she's a strong, decent strong card. So on play, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Then if you have 6 or more Dawn cards on your field, draw 1 card. So you kind of have to play her when you got enough Dawn cards to get the maximum plus. And then trigger -Dawn 2. You may return the specified number of Dawn cards to play this card. Come on, man. The Big Mom Pirates just gotta discard a card from hand, and then they get their big eyes for free from the triggers. And then we gotta do -2 Dawn. I don't agree with this. The annoying thing is that most of the time you're not gonna be able to have this. You're gonna have to, oh no, actually it's a -2. It's not rest, return. So I guess you can get that shit. Okay, that's not as bad, but still. And then this artwork, it's not that good. What's with her face? Yeah, you know what? It's just, I get the idea of hiring different artists to make the artworks so we have a lot of variety, but sometimes when it's really that much different than Oda's artwork, it's gonna look weird to me. So I think the regular one is better in this case. All right, then we got Miss Golden Week, Marianne. Learn her names from TCG. So it's got the same trigger, Dawn. You play this card and it's just -1. And then on play, if your leader is Crocodile, up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, cannot attack until the start of your opponent's next. I don't like this sort of shit, but whatever. Only 1,000. You got this bitch as well. Miss Valentine. Man, the Little Garden Arc was so good too. Just love that shit. Same trigger effect. -1 Dawn, you get the player. Then on player, you up to 1 card, Brokeworks added into your hand. So this is going to be the Searcher. Okay, good shit. Then you got Miss Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. Merry Christmas. It's funny. It's a blocker. And that's it. And the trigger too. -1 Dawn. Yokozuna. Blocker. -1 Dawn. Return up to one of your opponent's characters to the owner's hand. Yeah, I don't like that shit. Bon Clay. This dude has just like so many names. Bentham, anyway. So on your opponent's attack, yeah, you return the Dawn card, and this character base power becomes the same as your opponent's attacking leader or character during this turn. Okay. That's actually a really good effect, because it means that your opponent is going to be dissuaded to attack with big dudes, because then you're going to be the same, and then you can throw less cards to just save the dude. And if they use weaker dudes, then obviously it's easier for you to save him. So that's the point. It becomes harder for your opponent to kill him. Now, I'm not 100% sold on it. I'd rather a more simple card, but it might be something. I mean, with Crocodile, obviously synergy. And the trigger, it's, yeah, -1, play this card. That's it. Wait a minute. I guess they didn't bother to write the rest of the shit, no space. Mr. 3. -1. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -1,000. Yeah, I don't think that's that good. Yeah, I don't want to be sacrificing Dawn for shitty effects. That's the thing. I mean, he's only 3 for 4, so he's not going to be that tough. Yeah, I'm not feeling this dude either. Mr. 4, Babe. Okay. This character gains blocker and 1,000, -1. So this is better than the other dudes. It actually has a good effect. Okay. So we'd use him. Mr. 5, Gem. -2, K up to one of your opponent's characters will cost 4 less. It's actually quite strong. And it's one of the stronger dudes as well. How the fuck is this guy 8k? Maybe we're missing something. Alright. Miss 13 and Miss Friday. Wait. That's wrong. Miss Friday is a different character. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. But anyway, these are the unluckies. But maybe I'm missing something. Anyway, trash this character. Add 1 Dawn from your deck. It's set as active. Yeah, nah. No. Color Strap. You may return a specified number up to one of your leader gets 1,000. Then rest up to one of your opponent's characters was 4 less. Okay. And you gain a free Dawn with the trigger. You got Nez Palm Cannon. Different has name to them from what I remember. Up to one of your leader gains 6,000 character. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, add up to 1 down card from your down deck and rest it. Okay. 6 is a lot for 3. It's gonna work with other purple shit too, but anyway. Weakness is a sin. Yeah, it didn't say it's an unforgivable sin, but I think it's because, yeah, they've already made a card with a similar name. So they're doing this shit again, I think. So counter -1. Up to one of your leader characters gains 1,000 power this turn. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just this. During this turn. So basically it's gonna remain at 7k. It's gonna remain with that plus 1,000, what I'm trying to say. Okay, alright. It's -1 done. Okay, alright. I don't think I'm missing anything. Then we got Ideo character. Blocker is black and 2. Yeah, Dressrosa shit. This dude's 6k, 8 standard. Giants, world government. I guess we get this type of shit here too. Orlumbus. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -4, then trash 2 cards. And trash 2 cards on top of your deck, then KO one of your Dressrosa type characters. Yeah, kind of too much. Yeah, I need to hurry up. Well, we got a few cards still. We got a lot of cards actually. So on play, one of your Dressrosa can also attack active characters. Okay. You get Cavendish. This character can also attack active characters. Man, this guy's tough though, so it matters. And then you may rest your leader, queue up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less, then trash up to 2 cards from top of your deck. So you do dump a lot of your deck shit. I don't know why. You may rest one of your character, create a Colosseum instead. If your leader is Rebecca, kill one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less, then trash a card from top of your deck. Gets his alternate artwork too. So, yeah, this guy is kind of good because with Rebecca, it just means that because she's not attacking anyway, she's going to be active. So when this guy dies, you suspend her, and then this guy lives. So it's strong, I'm not going to lie. Oh, damn. Now this is going to be a fly card. Sabo. Dressrosa Revolutionary Army. Cool shit as fuck. You know, with the Fire Fist too. He's a blocker, 5,000-6,000, and then I'll play none of your opponent's characters can be KO'd. None of your characters can be KO'd by effects until the end of your... Until the start of your next turn, goddamn. And then draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. So it does a lot of shit. Helps you dig, you dump so you don't plus, but it gives you that effect defense, and then he's a blocker, which is just enough. And I mean, he's got that 1,000. He does a lot. Yeah, I don't want the power creep to start coming already in this game. So this is gonna be the, I guess, the really expensive ass cards with all the different versions, like the manga strip version. And then we got Stussy, CP0. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and then play up to 1 character with a type of CP other than Stussy and a cost of 2 less, then trash the rest. So the Summoner chick. Then we got Suleiman, Dressrosa. If your leader has Dressrosa, give up to one of your opponent's characters -2. Cost during this turn, the trash one card on top of your deck. Alright. Chinjiao. Now this is the coolest guy. Cool guy 100%. I mean, you don't even get to see his face. It's just when he makes the damn attack. But maybe it's blocked. Yeah, it's blocked by the sampler probably. When this character battles and KOs a character, draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards. I don't like this. I think it's exactly the same as the blue Mihawk, but it doesn't have 2k. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this effect. Because I want a plus with these types of effects. So Trafalgar Law, 5-7000, you know, your vanilla black. And then Hairudin, rest, give up to one of your opponent's characters -4. Blocker Bartolomeo, that's it, 3 and 3. Monkey D. Luffy, Gear 4, motherfucker. So can attack active characters, damn. And then you may return 7 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Set this character as active. This character will not become active in your next refresh phase. So now I see why you want to dump cards with these black Dressrosa cards. So basically it's you dump them and then this guy's like the Judgment Dragon of the deck, the boss card. Attacks active characters and then you can make him active by returning the characters. Now, after you do this though, he's not going to become active. So, you're going to have to gain this effect. You're going to have to, I see. So if you want to get him active again, you have to return more cards. That's the thing. So either you're going to try and do this to go for game. You know, it's almost like you get that double attack and that's it. And at the start of your turn then, I mean, if you don't win, if you want to keep going, you just return more cards. So I see how it is. At least you know you're not decking out in this deck. So this sort of deck, it's always going to win against Nami decks. Well, actually, no. That deck tries to deck itself out. What am I talking about? Cool arc as well. Then we got Leo. You may arrest your one leader. If your leader has Dressrosa, give up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less than trash the cards on top of your deck. Okay, I need to hurry up. We got the fine Ho Rebecca here as well. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Dressrosa. Then Rebecca, add it to your hand and trash the rest. So the Searcher, bitch, 2. Gum Gum, King Kong Gang. So they didn't change that, thankfully. So trigger is draw 3 and then trash 2. So this is a +1. And then the main, one of your Dressrosa characters gains 6,000. If you have 15 or more cards in your trash, a card gains double attack too. Okay, so now I see what the you got this shit too to gain the plus. Trueno Bastardo, yeah. So choose up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less, KO. If you have 15 or more cards, choose up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less, instead of more. So if you get the 15 in the graveyard, basically you get the kill with a cost of 6 and down for just 4, which is strong. And then you may arrest your leader, queue up to one of your characters. Okay. So good shit for Rebecca, the Rebecca deck. And then we got Barry. I mean, we basically got a lot of decks incoming from this set. Super cool. And then Barrier. Draw 2 cards, trash 1 card in your hand, and up to one of your leader or character cards gain plus 2,000. And then if you have 15 or more cards in your trash, the card gains an additional plus 2,000 during this battle. Okay. So you get the plus once again if you have the 15 cards. Okay, I think we're getting closer. Yeah, I think I'm almost there. So Corrida Coliseum, they spelled it wrong. I don't know if it's on purpose, but that's not how you spell the Coliseum, I'm pretty sure. So if your leader is Rebecca, basically, Dressrosa characters can attack characters at the turn at which they are. What the fuck? It's almost like they got rush. Yeah, this is just busted. It's just going to be another thing that's going to get banned, like the Whitebeard Stadium. It only costs 1 too. You don't got to do any extra shit. Anyway, Otama. Add up to one of your opponent's animal or smaller characters with your less at the top. Life cards face up. What? Oh, it's like a counter to the Kaido shit. Okay. Toko. Trash 2, land of 1 or type cards. If you have 1 or less life, add 1 card from the top of your life card. Okay. So you trash cards from your hand to gain more life. Can come up. You got Olin. Also treat this card's name as Charlotte Lin. So she's basically Big Mom. If you have 1 or less life cards, play this card. Okay, it's very specific, but if you get this trigger, it's gonna be tough. So it's 7 for 7,000. I guess because you got this shit, but I mean it's pretty situational. So you lose that more power. You lose a lot of power actually, because with 7, she would have been like 9k, I think, or maybe 8 actually. 9, I think, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much a vanilla with weak attack. Being called Olin and just, okay, you can treat the rest of Olin as well. It's not really going to benefit anything. You can use it in the Big Mom deck once again. I guess she gets the extra shit of land 1-0, 4 Emperors, Big Mom, some more traits. I mean, with yellow, you sort of want to control this stuff in your life too, so you gotta know how to use it to get the plus. Otherwise, it's just a weaker vanilla. Gang Beji, to one of your cannot attack during this turn. Okay, this is pretty good. Plus 2,000 counter 2. The castle, alternate art. You got this, sorry excuse for a bitch. She's a +1 though, on play. Draw card. But it's gonna be on your turn, so I guess if you get the trigger, you don't get the plus. That's fair. Play this card, then queue up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. She has another effect though. She gives you that plus. The attack is shit, but he's gonna give you that draw at least. And you got this guy. So you may add a card from the top of your bottom of your life to your hand, set this character as active. So this guy is really tough for not being tough in the show. Well, comparatively. Doesn't have a counter effect, but I mean, basically you can sacrifice life. It's a war Greymon shit, and this guy can attack again. Yeah, that's it. And then Hiyori. 1,000 to your land of Wonder Dudes. It's an on play. I mean, you get the trigger too. Could be something because she's plus 2,000 in hand. Cool Guy Sanji. You may trash one card in your hand. Play this card. Yeah, Vince Monk family shit. Blocker. 4 or 5k. Dude, this card is tough. So it basically has 0 drawbacks. And good trigger effect too, shit. God, yellow has such good shit. Okay, so this is when he's happy. Amande. Rest of one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. That's 2. This dude. Last life. Opponent gains 1,000. Okay, that's kind of shit. He's a trigger though. Perospero 6/8 vanilla. Cool guy. Moscato. Don 1. This card gains banish. He's weak though. But I mean, if you put a Don on him, it's gonna be 5, so he can attack later. So whatever. And then he's still every fucking yellow, like the Big Mom. They all got like trigger. Dude, don't they know this is a busted thing? You can't have your whole deck be free summons. Oh my god, man. I don't know what they're thinking, really. I have no clue what they're thinking. You can't have all of the damn yellow archetype for Big Mom be a shield trigger, basically. Fucking hell. Okay, you got this dude. Trash this character up to one of your land of 1 who gains 3,000. Okay, whatever. You got this sucker. Blocker. Up to one of your... On K, up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Add up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less to the top bottom of your opponent's life cards face up. So you give him free life. You get rid of something, but you give him life. So it looks like a useless dude, as he was. Hera, another trigger card. Fuck. Trash one of your homies other than this character. Set up to one of your Shalolian characters as active. More broken shit for Big Mom. Yamato, what's up, bitch? So on play, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal or less than the total of your and your opponent's life cards. Then if you have 1 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so she has a big cost for 9,000, so let's acknowledge that. Then you can basically KO something with a cost combined of you and your opponent's life. Okay. So depending on if you get, you're not gonna get this early game, okay. But you can still KO something big potentially when you do get her out. And then if you have 1 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life cards. So this is a strong effect as well. I mean, you could really just lose on the effects though. If you only have 1 life when you play this, I mean, if you've taken cards from your opponent's life too, you're not going to be able to kill something strong. If they're at full, you're at 1, you can kill something with 7 or less. Okay, that's good. And then you get the other plus. But then if not, I guess you can kill something big. So that's going to be strong. So I think it's going to be good for yellow. I mean, yellow just has so many busted boss leaders now. Damn. This looks like an awesome card too. Just look at this background, man. Are those supposed to be like the clouds? Just very, very cool shit. Plus, I mean, she's a fine hoe as well. We're not going to pretend she isn't. So, yeah, another hot card. What rarity is this? Super rare, okay, yeah. Alright, and then I'm almost there. Arabian, play this card. Yet another free trigger. Randolph. This guy is kind of cool, but they made him really strong. 5/7. And then Gun Modoki. Add up to 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to 1 of your land of 1 against double attack. Okay. And then up to 1 of your leader characters against 1,000. So you get rid of your shit to be more aggressive. Diable Jambe Shoe Shot. Up to 1 of your leader characters gains 6k. And then you and your opponent have a total of 4 life cards. Okay, opening your cards will cost 2 or less. So I think it's gotta be both of you. Gotta be 4. I mean 3, 6k count or whatever. And then trigger, draw 1 card. That's good. That's a good trigger effect. Heavenly Fire. Add up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost 3 or less at the bottom of your opponent's life cards face up. At least it goes in life. But it's a strong effect still, it's removal. And then you may add to your hand to 1 card from your hand to the top of your life cards. Okay, this is bullshit too, because you basically put the trigger shit in the life, so you can get those plus effects for free. I don't, this isn't fair, it's just too easy in this deck to do this. Okay, and then we got the secret rare shit. Okay, I know this card. So this is Vivi. 7 for 4,000, so very high cost, low attack. That's because she does some shit. All of your red characters with a cost of 3 or more other than this character gain rush. So this is still not the greatest effect, because when you play this, you have to pay 7. So the other small dudes, I mean, I don't know. I just think maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, because she has such a high cost. Oh, the rush dudes, yeah. Can you really exploit this effect? I don't know. But never mind that. Even though this effect it might be shit, maybe they just did this because they know this card is sexy as fuck. So this is like the alternate artwork, I think, secret rare, whatever the hell. But it's Vivi in her dancer outfit, being a sexy bitch in a sexy pose. Yeah, I love this shit, man. I just love this shit. Beautiful, beautiful card. So, you know, sometimes, I mean, even if it's not the older artwork, you know, it looks nice. Background is good. Flowing hair. I think there's like some other shit as well, like maybe water sparkles, maybe, I don't know, but Oda didn't draw it, but she's hot. I mean, she's beautiful. So, yeah. So secret, yeah, it does say it's a secret, okay. And then we got Don Quixote Rocinante as well. So if I was a guessing man, this is going to be a secret, and it's going to be the broken card in the Flamingo deck. You have to pay to get. So if this character is rested, your active characters with a base cost of 5 cannot be killed by effects. And on play, you may rest this character, play up to 1 green character with a cost of 5 from your hand. So basically, you get to play this dude, rest him. He wasn't going to be able to attack anyway. And then you get to play another dude 5 for free. So that's busted. And then if this dude is rested, your active characters with a cost of 5 or with a cost of 5 cannot be killed by effects. So it's gonna make all your other dudes with 5, the dude you play, and then any other dudes, immune by effects. So he is a broken as fuck dude. 8 for 8k. I mean, he's gonna be rested, so your opponent might be able to kill it, but if they can't, then this guy's gonna attack then next turn, while you got another dude that's 5 for free. So broken as fuck, as I thought. And awesome artwork as well. This one, the alternate art, it's going to be expensive as fuck too. So this is Kingdoms of Intrigue. Now overall I really like this set, even though I don't like them making yellow even more broken than it is. I do not like that shit at all. But the reason this set is cool is there's a lot of sexy cards, of course, a lot of sexy hoes, how we like them. There's these exclusive, like, special alternate art, special artwork cards that are going to be very expensive too, and unique to this set so far. And there's a lot of ready to play decks, basically, archetypes that are ready to go. I don't like how, you know, TCGs do this, and they do this all the time now. It's just archetypes, and then the next set is going to have other archetypes, and these archetypes are going to suck. I don't like this sort of shit. It just seems like power creep is going to come even quicker. But, I mean, you do have decks you can play. You can play a Vivi deck, you can play the Rebecca deck, Crocodile deck, Flamingo deck. Big Mom shit gets support, a few other archetypes get support. And there's a lot of collectible shit too. I mean, what can you say negative about this set? A lot of cool shit. Okay, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this long ass set review. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. What